All right, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you're joining us from. Cosmic here, and we are back with more Chaos Zero Nightmare tonight. And it is finally time to work on the Yuki deck. But before we get into that, and to just share my screen really quickly. So in the background, this is what I was working on. Unfortunately, God, I really hope I'm not, but I think I am. Oops. I think I am coming down sick, so I wanted to work on the Haru video, but unfortunately I've just been feeling terrible. So also on that note, it might be a shorter stream, but I was trying to work on this in the background and just showcasing, talking about retrieve, talking about, you know, other ways that the damage gets built out by anchor shot, which I think is a pretty good conversation to have. And then what was also interesting is I was trying to figure out, like, okay, well, what other cards have retrieve, right? We have seen the first turn kill Luke decks. Devil Dice is like kind of cheeky, but what's really interesting is that if you are using the Great Sword Aquila, it does have a baked-in Retrieve 3 if you take the right Epiphany. If you have Vulture Ejection, it technically goes up to a cost 2, so you do need to find enough Bottomless Hungers to reduce all of them. But what was really interesting is that, like, when I actually added all of this up, and I looked at the damage percent that you can get for Great Sword Aquila versus the damage that you can get for a single 9 rotation of Massacre, because again, keep in mind, Massacre cannot loop back to start. So you are limited by just literally casting Massacre, you know, 4 times, and then that's it. That is the max amount of damage that you can do in a turn. And it turns out that just based on the values of the cards that you're casting it at itself is that Calliope actually has a higher damage threshold than 9 in a 1-turn scenario. Now, again, after the retrieve, they lose that ability, so it's obviously like a, you know, 2-turn at most, maybe. Or probably not. Like, the second turn would be way higher, right? But something to keep in mind, right, is just from this one example, if you're able to set up a first turn kill and for whatever reason, if there was a mode where you had to kill 3 enemies all at the same time, deal X amount of damage in 1 turn, technically ignoring things like elemental advantage, right? Calliope would be better than 9 for a first turn kill setup. Much like we have seen for Luke, who has this version of Rapid Fire, which I think this was the first part of Season 1, if I remember correctly. There was a first turn kill Luke deck that popped up on the 9 out of 9 Crab, right? Yeah, so it was the first Nebula boss. So we've seen in the past how good Retrieve can be at stacking up a bunch of burst damage. But again, this build is only possible thanks to Narja getting the cost reduction. And then you can also, you know, be a little cheeky with this if you have the Domain of Veracity as well. Now, in a perfect world, maybe you have like the extra Bottomless Hunger that also gives you plus 100 defense, and then that scales even higher. But I wanted to do like a shorter video kind of talking through this because I think from a deck building perspective, now again, how much people will care about this from the gacha side versus like, this is really cool from like a TCG and deck building side, but I'm not sure how much gacha players will care if it's just like what's trying to do the most amount of damage, right? But this is really important for future builds for if it ever becomes impactful, if we see another character that has a way to grant something retrieve like Haru does, or any item in the future that grants retrieve could also enable these types of builds. So really curious to see kind of where the devs go from a development standpoint with this. So got that little rant out of the way. Oh, sorry. No, we're not done with that little rant because what we need to do for today right? We gotta actually put this together. Make sure I get all my base cards. And then we have to get Yuki as well. So, for those who missed it, also shout out to Jet Set Radio Future on the side there. Weep. Make that a little bit bigger. Just make sure I'm covered. Okay. For those that missed it, one of the things I really want to test. Okay, well, first of all, I gotta fix her. Do I even have like an extra attack one? I don't. Attack. I think it was that piece. Good enough. Anyways, what I want to do is get this build tested because, you know, a 850% attack, while not the most exciting in the world maybe, is a good amount of damage, all things considered. So I think it is still going to be the focus of, you know, doing the same team that we were previously. I guess, to be fair, the Narja is probably not the most relevant. We could do... Or no, I guess it is a 2 cost. Or sorry, it's supposed to be Typhera. Duh. Hold on. I copied the wrong one from the other... We're going to use our Typhera build, at least for the start. Isn't Will of Light a bad draw? Yes, but we've already cut out 5 cards from the deck. And Will of Light at least can trigger some retain cards in other builds if we are needing it. I mean, yeah, the damage is going to be low. Like, to be very clear, we know that going in. Like, only having 850 base is going to be a bit lackluster when we compare it to things like the Anchor Shot. So... you know, the best thing that we can do is try to boost it for 1 turn, but if this can still get like 700k, that's kind of my hope for this. I know she has a single target. That's always... Oh, is it just the 120 times 2, I guess? I mean, it's not as exciting because I know the boss does have the build-up mechanic. Oh, actually, I don't think that this... Oh, no, this will ruin the, This will ruin these softies. Or no, because the blade happens first and then you do the attack. So I guess this doesn't really break it. Because you're going to get all your damage amp on Flash Slash first. So we still want to use the one that's going to give us the most damage in a turn. But yeah, again, to be clear, y'all, I don't have high hopes for this, but I did want to do a video on Yuki, so it's time for us to put in the work and try to get a Yuki save that actually is, you know, decent. Actually, what is the exact wording on it? For each card of this unit drawn for 1 turn. So I'm assuming as long as we draw enough off the other cards, it should be fine. And, like, obviously getting a divine damage increase for this one would be really important. If we can. And I don't think the other cards really matter, if I'm being super honest. When a card is used, enabled inspiration, 100% damage to random enemy. Yeah, that's not really exciting for us. Wait, no, we can't even do that first because it's gonna not have the, Sure, 0 cost, I guess? Moral Flash plus Vulnerable. We can't put it on the Flash because that has to be the final hit and it would apply the effects after, is the issue. Yeah, this is going to be a hard one, to be honest. I mean, there might be a neutral that we have to rely on, honestly. And then on, yeah, Iceberg Cleave is just still awful, but probably going to be our copy target still. The downside, of course, being is that, like, we still don't have a, like, a shuffle mechanic. That remains, like, the one big issue with Yuki outside of her ego skills, not having a consistent recycle. Which, honestly, now that I say that, we can't even afford to use this trickery. We have to use this for the enabler. Yeah, something like that, I guess. How do you enable inspiration with Yuki? Pray you draw the right cards at the right time. Or again, using her ego skill and then drawing cards normally. Alright. I mean, the biggest thing is, like, let's just get in there, get farming, and see what happens. It's interesting because this is another deck that you can't really afford, or you literally cannot get a lot of divines for. Ooh, Jesus. All right. Sure. I don't know why I want to suffer with a tier 15 right away, but I mean, I guess we can. And then we can use her partner instead. Okay, it's already selected your partner. That's great. Okay, crit rate and stuff is at least fine. Yuki needs more buffs. I think, again, like, this is probably not a great riff for her in general, but Rei remains goated for at least Yuki. Oh, which one was the third epiphany? I didn't even notice. Sorry. All right, so arena buffs to hopefully save us. Or I guess it's right there. So sure, potential divine plus shot plus arena at the bottom. So that's great. What is the trick guaranteed? What has been the very evasive divine plus AP homing laser? Play the game more. Unfortunately, that's it. There is no trick. Trust me. As someone who wasted 4 days trying to get that Haru build. Well, we can't even say AoE based, right? Because then people will just use Massacre instead. Yeah, the more damage one. Why Westmacott? Why not? It's her preferred character, or preferred partner. And it got buffed recently as well. Oh yeah, that is the one that we picked. Awesome. I was gonna say, I just wanted to use it as a turn fixer, right? Because the biggest issue with Yuki is always getting stuck with bad inspirations in hand. Or at least it's what I like wrote down that we're gonna select. We'll see what actually happens. But yeah, it's just weird because her own kid is at such odds with what she wants to be doing. Yeah, the 100 times 2 is 120 times 2, excuse me, is definitely what we're hoping for, but we'll see how this actually comes together when we start working on her damage turns. Also, this reminds me, we technically did not finish we didn't finish the Serennial deck, so we do need to go back and after we farm a Yuki build, we have to still farm a Serennial build too. Because, unfortunately, we still cannot clear the first half of Great Rift. Is Flash / Morale 3 Divine vulnerable to her best in slot? Maybe. I have not played her, so I have no way of knowing. I would say in general, that's probably fine, though. Okay. Thank you for the failing roll. Took down all 3 bosses, difficulty 9, 3 turns with Yuki, solo DPS. Nice. How many copies and all that stuff, though? Like, what was your team that you were using? Did the Haru build on side 1 not work? No, unfortunately, we just did not have enough damage without the Divine. And I could never get the right combination. I was very unlucky with my 4 days of Haru farming. Serenial Doggo Narja? Did I finish that Hugo build? I mean, maybe we could try that too. We were looking for the vulnerable on the copy anchor. I mean, shit, I would have... the 30% damage probably would have been good enough as well, to be perfectly honest. But no, just could not get lucky with it. But that is the name of the game, right? You're not able to... Sometimes you can spend 4 days working on a Haru build and just never get it. It do be like that. That's why we need more copies of the flash item. But it's fine. I'll do my video tomorrow on the Haru stuff when I'm feeling better. I'll probably just like move out some of my morning meetings and then record in the morning. Prepare for draw. Should I deal more than 9,000? I'd have to actually like math that out on paper myself then. But yeah, I've been pretty lucky, all things considered, with like other builds, so I have to accept that we can't get lucky all the time. You know what? Probably worth the stress increase. Whatever. All right, it didn't crit now with the stress increase. Oh, I guess he's not gonna do the extra. I was expecting him to do a following big damage there, but oh, free vulnerable. Thank you. I do love clean sweeps at Mr. Cthulhu. Are we gonna have a way to apply vulnerable? Not really. So the chess piece at the end doesn't help. Sure, man. Gives me extra setup for the run. I also guess this is one of those interesting situations where it's like we technically want to get to the boss and copy our flash slash right before you get the right epiphany on it. I guess we could also just re-roll it, maybe. It is kind of a bummer how flash slash just continues to be her best card. I mean, we'll probably have a removal event, right? Oh, shit, right. We can't get rid of our... We just got an orb, man. We can't get rid of it. Defense base damage. Damn, never mind. I don't trust the game to not screw me over, so sure. We'll do a removal on one of them. Don't worry, we got the sphere, but we won't get anything actually good. That's how it always is. I just have to accept that this this patch of the season has not been my greatest showing. Between working the event and then getting sick, and now maybe getting sick again, I just have not had great luck. And we don't have a draw in hand anyway, so okay, whatever. Alright, well, that'll do it. Rather just get my shield amount for a turn. Or I get the blast as well. Okay, wow, they just gave me everything for the early arena clear. Sure. Just give her more attack for the sake of the Chaos Run. We'll replace it later. Throw it on the orb just because. Yeah, it is a 2 cost by default for the retained version. What's the ideal Yuki deck? I mean, I have no idea what an ideal one is, but like this is the build that we're working for. Oop. Oop. I'm gonna try something like this to max out the damage on Flash Slash. Right. Typical AoE build into trying to stack up as much damage as possible with your usual people. What are we going to do? Copy? Most likely Flash Slash and just hope to get different Divines, or basically different Epiphanies on it. I mean, whatever. We're gonna have the points anyway, since we're not doing a Divine deck. At least I don't anticipate that we'll end up with a Divine deck. Oh, I didn't realize we had 9's ability up. My bad. Oh, I guess we get the Epiphany early. Bugger. I mean, we can still copy it, right? And then just re-roll the other one. I don't think there's a realistic way to get exactly what we want without copying it and then going from there. So I'm gonna attack the gear pile a couple streams ago. Try out my runs, made everything so much easier. Yeah, someone put me onto that as well, and it certainly does make a difference. But you want to stack Val and stuff for one hit, multiple flash changes nothing. Well, the issue is, like, you still have to clear the hands, right? Like, we are trying to still be able to hit the head on the other turns. Like, we do need to do damage. Which, again, is going to be largely unfortunate because my Typhera is probably just going to be better than Yuki anyways, and Yuki's just, like, more of a support role here, but... we'll try to get a reroll, I guess, and then see if we can, at least it's a morale one. Then why not going for morale stack? Because that does not work with Typhera and, Orlea. We're trying to do the single target Yuki build, if that wasn't, obvious, sorry. Yeah, this is very unfortunate, no matter which way you look at it. We are trying to make the Yuki build that the devs said was going to be good. And I'm too tired and lazy to do my air quotes right now for putting good in quotes. do you mean too much cards to play? I mean, we can generate like 14 AP if we really want to. Like, I'm not worried about the cost per se. But I think to get to the point of it, right, the real answer here is just don't use Yuki by comparison. None of these. You are correct. We are doing a single target, one hit Yuki build. You are absolutely correct. That is indeed the build that we are going for. They'll never be 0, but I need another attack card, I guess, or a better attack scaling item. Hey, just sit back and enjoy the stream then, brother. That's literally what we're trying to do, man. You can't just snap answers out of thin air. You gotta put in the hours, you gotta put in the time, you gotta put in the testing. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're here for. Oh, I guess we do have Ironclad this run. Arena buffs. I really hate going for the dog. We'll do a we're missing out on the shop then. Damn. We'll go down. All right, I'll show it one more time again. This is the single target build, guys. We are doing the single target build Yuki. This is as big as I can make it. That is our template. The theory is we have one shot to deal damage to the boss, so we gotta try to stack it up as much as we can. This game does not want me to have nice things today, man. Also, to be clear, this is a team 2 build, not a team 1 build, if that's also not obvious. Yippee. Oops, clicked out of CZN again. Oh, there's a spider in the other room, apparently. I gotta go get that really quick. We are going for, pretty sure it was the draw one that I picked. Or the activation one, right? Yeah, we're gonna go with the skill one, in the hopes that it's going to give us a, draw divine, like, just to help with deck cycling. Because no matter what, we have to cycle through and make sure we're getting enough of her attack cards to even get the most amount of damage off of her ability. I mean, I would sure hope that 9 is better than Yuki. Yeah, that is... I think that is a very fair and expected take. Oh, there's still one alive, I guess. No, we have a lot of spiders, man. I don't know what the deal is, unfortunately. I don't know where they keep coming in from. Bree hates them with a passion. Oh, I didn't realize we had a time capsule there. I usually gotta kill a few spiders each day. But yeah, again, for those that missed the start or haven't been by the streams the last couple days, the main takeaway for this is just us trying to see how much damage we can realistically do with Yuki's new epiphanies that the devs added. Because keep in mind, you can only do a single attack on the boss, which is why 9 is in the best teams currently. Again, you could use Kayron. Let me be fair. Let me correct my statement. You could use Kayron, be my guess, but 9 is getting even more damage boost, so you're a bit limited. Oh, double removal, thank you. And just another random card, I guess. Yeah, we're going for the 850% damage slash. I mean, the build works, guys. I have not theory crafted a bad build in this game yet. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I'm a trading card game player. I know the build works. I know that it's not going to be as good as 9. I promise you, I will never give you a bad build for the entirety of this game. I am a TCG player. It is not hard to build decks in this game. There's a difference between building a synergistic deck, though, and building a deck that is good for the Great Rift. That is the key difference I want to establish, though. Oh, thank you, Ozzy. We're, hopefully it'll go better than the last 4 days for our Haru decks and how that's been. What are we even missing? We're missing a better weapon and better chest. I guess chest piece aren't real in this mode anyways. Wow, alright. It's about as much as you can hope for, man. Hey, remember when I said at the start of the run we just wanted to get a divine on that? This is my run back for all the damn Haru runs, man. So, well, we know Haru works because it's on the leaderboard. I was just not able to get her right divine, unfortunately. So for me personally, her damage was a little bit on the lower end and didn't work out. But I'm still working on that Haru video. Oh, one left. And like for those that where is my, hold on. Oh, I have the wrong windows open. Oh shoot, I forgot to open the other window. My bad, hold on. What teammates do I have in mind for this Yuki? It's going to be, it is literally just 9, Typhera or Leia, replace 9 for Yuki. That's it. There's no special sauce to the build. That said, let me pull this up really quickly. Okay, it is working. Also, Shane, I apologize. I just realized that you're on the vertical stream, not the normal stream. So you're not going to see my, you're not seeing my cut-ins when I go to my big screen instead. That would make more sense now. So for those that have caught the last couple streams, so what we were trying to work on was this Haru build for a video that I'm showcasing here, because I want to talk about the whole retrieve mechanic. And so what I did is I went ahead and just kind of like calculated the damage per turn. Again, this is assuming vulnerable, to be fair. But what's really interesting is I spent some time to look at what other retrieve characters that we have in the game currently. And if you add all of this up, and if you account for the buffs up here that I mentioned, you're actually doing more damage with Calipe than 9 if you're using Massacre. Now, again, the advantage with 9 is that she has more builds you can go into and what have you. But because of the Haru build, I got inspired to break down this overall list and had actually found a build that does more damage than 9. Now, again, the downside being is that because retrieve on cards only works for that turn, this is strictly a first turn kill only build. Otherwise, from turn 2 on, 9 is going to do exponentially more damage. Because as soon as you run out of retrieves on the greatswords, you're going to run out of damage, basically. You know, you're going to do 25% of this amount, basically. So it drops off very, very fast. But it's really cool to see it, you know, work for a turn. But it's the same principle of why Luke worked for all those first turn kill videos in season, the first part of season 1. So hopefully that'll be tomorrow's video topic, so to say. Yes, this Yuki is going to be for Team 2. It's really just meant to be a showcase of like, hey, how good is Yuki's single target damage, right? Because anytime that you build a character that is doing like a one-hit instance worth of damage, you still want to use Typhera and you still want to use or Leia, because they are the supports for one-turn hits. Just like Rey and Narja are the supports for multi-hit characters. And until we get, well, I guess until we get a five-star version of Rey, that is going to be the 2 supports you use until end of time for each of those teams. We definitely do not have 18 or less cards with this team. No, that doesn't help, right? Because you only get 1 turn to set up for the head, right? So there's no world where that works, I guess. So we'll take a stockpile, I guess, whatever. We have 180 points, man. We're not getting divines. This should be fine. Yeah, we have a Rey Dominion deck, but it's not... I gotta redo the Rey build for sure. Now, unfortunately, we really can't ever test this damage in the run, right? Because we're not gonna ever, like, do her own damage, but... we can still get the other cards to carry us through. Or we're not going to be able to cycle enough cards, I should say. $871. Come on now. Nine is not going to be in the team. It is literally just Orlea, Yuki, and Typhera. Yuki is going to be doing her best. We are playing Chaos Zero Nightmare. I know a lot of people are asking me to play Slay the Spire today, but unfortunately, because I got sick, I'm a bit behind on farming for this season. Oh, we can't even get a Divine. Yeah, we have no open slots for anything. All right, whatever. Yuki's going to have a little bit of a MNTB. Ah, well, get it out of the way now that she can hopefully be in a normal state right after. We don't need any of those. So again, I apologize. This is not some, like, meta-breaking, suddenly very good Yuki build. It's just doing it for the sake of a video. Because I'm definitely behind on that end. Couldn't crit for me, okay. Oh, wrong button. Or wrong card, I guess I should say. Hey, she's back. The real problem though, right, is that I haven't done side 2 in so long because I've been stuck on side 1 and trying to farm that harder deck that I do not remember mechanics or anything at this point for side 2. So that's going to be fun to learn in real time again. I don't know. Mechanically, I think we are just going to be stuck with our options for this Great Rift. Although I'm still curious to see what Rita is going to have. That is the one that I keep going back to. We don't have a discard mechanic for this build, so sure. Would love a... God, I don't even know what helps here, man. We got the extra draw. Morale is probably still fine, but... Oh, we have to reroll Trickery. Reroll Trickery still. Damn. Yeah, I really wish we could just cycle the other half. Alright, well, we got the skill card at least. Not with anything attached to it, though, unfortunately. Nope. Defense-based damage is not helping anybody. We should have a few more shops. I'm going to save my credits for now, at least. Oh, just kidding. There's only one more shop after this. Did I remove everything? I mean, I guess we're going to have a Morale 3 Flash, which is fine, I guess. Keep forgetting that it's the 2 highest cost cards. I just got rid of my Flash Slash there. Oh, man. It's alright, we didn't want that card anyways. Oh god, was that rank 3 already? Alright, whatever. I'll just hold the L for a turn on that one. She'll be fine to knock him out on the following turn anyways. Damn, or not. That stockpile coming in huge for us, though. Yeah, I do not miss the days of Gloomy Prime bricking your, like, triple divine run. All right, copy event, one-time dealer. Nope. Robe of Oblivion, no. All right, well, just more credits and move on. I guess we're gonna take the elite for more gear, more item, or more gear and more credits. Why Yuki only dealt 400 damage? Because she just deals a lower amount of damage compared to 9. Yuki is very AoE focused and 9 is very single target focused. Alright, well, we got all the money in the world to spend, I guess. Try to divine it, I guess? No. Probably keep the morale buff, to be honest, just to try to deal extra damage, or gain extra damage stacks, I guess I should say. Not sure the health is going to matter for us, but we'll keep it anyways. I guess technically better. Like, we're never going to go lower in damage. That doesn't feel good, though. Damn, and just a lot of... I mean, we have exactly 5 cards, I guess. So at least her ability is live. I'm assuming that it counts the starting draw, by the way. I don't actually know if that's true or not. Because if it doesn't count the starting draw, we're kind of, we're like extra screwed, to be honest. It's alright. Yuki's, you know, I know a lot of people love her design, but for character building, she's at least not all that exciting. I love my cards getting discarded, man. This is why we can't have nice things. Oh, I guess we do have a draw ability. My bad. Okay, so we've drawn 3 cards then. Would definitely help if she did a crit. Would also help if I had the right memory fragments on her, to be fair, but... we can at least, like, take this into a Nebula Distortion and, test the cycling from there. Because I can just go do an 8 out of 9 Nebula boss and see what our damage scales out to. Can't decide if she's too boring or too weak. Both might be fair. Again, it feels really bad to like have her kit and then just have 9 immediately steal the spotlight again. Yeah, like we got We have a good showcase here now to once we finish this build. Or finish this run, I should say. That's not the DR one, never mind. What is this game? We were playing Chaos Zero Nightmare. It is a gacha Slay the Spire, effectively. That was a very unfortunate time to have that happen. He's gonna go into his invulnerable phase. Bought us a turn at least. How can I get good divines like you? Just play too much. There's no good answer to that. Nina's better because her base damage is higher, and that's all that it comes down to. Alright, well, at least it gave us the, probably should have gone for Iceberg Slash now I think about it, but whatever. Man, God's Hammer just loves to mess with you. Just be unemployed. Listen, man, I work 50 hours and do this on the side. Anybody can do this shit. The thing is, I just don't play other games. Of course, everyone's gonna have a breakdown. Love that for me. Yeah, we definitely could get some value out of cleaning up the God Hammers. Like, that should not be an option on it, man. Like, it's only 10 points, so you always... Or I guess it's 20 points, right, for the arena plus the 10. So, like, you always put it into your build. But my God, does it not feel great when you whiff? Oh, actually, I guess you would use bullet order for this build. What happened to Enfield? I am waiting until the 12th for the 1.1 update. I will be pulling on Tang Tang and doing a character guide for Enfield, but Enfield like does not have repeatable content for streaming like Chaos Zero Nightmare does, so I just don't enjoy streaming Enfield unless there's something to like actually do in the game. So I will be streaming Enfield on the 12th though, and when the patch after work and the patch goes live and all that stuff. All right, anywho, let's find some goodies. Hugo don't need shit, man. What else we got? Come on, man. Is Enfield overrated? No, I really enjoy playing it, actually. I think they've been doing actually a really good job of the endgame content, too. Like, the different game modes that they've been updating. Bro, why are you wearing... Okay, I don't know what happened with that piece. Why that's on her. Okay, you know what? Let's just Let's just do the standard build stuff. I don't feel like figuring this out. We all know this damage is going to be lackluster, and it's going to be fine. I'd rather just get it done. Do I not have, like, an extra Executioners or attack? Damn, I really don't. I just have too many characters using shit, man. Chizuru doesn't... Alright, hold on. Where is Chizuru? There. So I stopped running into issues with that. Alright, so we got double attack. I guess we could use Line of Justice too, right? All that matters is that we crit with our, Yeah, hold on. We can use Line of Justice. I guess. Oh, I probably don't have an Order Chalice, though. I have Justice and Instinct. Alright, sorry, Hugo, man. I gotta borrow some shit. Tell you what, this is not great. All right, 200% plus the 6% crit rate from Typhera? Whatever, I guess. All right, let's have some memes. Let's have some fun. Let's all have a little giggle together. Where's Necrosis? Just a... Cool. Don't care. Oh, did I ever finish the Typhera? I don't think I actually finished the Typhera build now that I'm doing this. Where's Orlea? What builds do I have? Oh, we did get the draw AP one. Why did I put one for all on this? Yeah, this is my normal OTK build, which has been fine. Okay, those are other builds I just must not have finished. I mean, it's a free draw plus AP, right? It's the, like, improved source of water build. All right. I mean, whatever. We can test the damage all the same. And then Orlea is just the standard one that I've been using and posting about and whatnot, so... All right. We can't, like, you know, really test side 2, but we'll go through the motions here and not use auto, for the love of God. That is not the one that I meant to pick. Is 80% crit rate possible on a character? If you count Line of Justice, yes. I don't think we have the AP one in our... Oh, sick. We actually did high roll the archetype. Love that for me. Jesus. And even more AP. Alright. Obviously, this like beginning damage is not really important. We gotta actually cycle through our deck first. And then we're gonna go through for the actual setup. Oh, I totally forgot about trickery as well, man. Oh, we haven't even drawn our other softie yet, I just realized. Oh, this is kind of unfortunate. This is not even gonna... Yeah, there it is. This is not even gonna, like, stack properly. Where's that other upgrade? Yep. Just to get that out of our deck because nothing else matters at this point. Softie gets upgraded. And for those that don't know, we're just cycling through to about turn 6 for the sake of testing this. Because that's what the other like breakdown video is based around. And again, hoping more than anything that we're actually going to be able to fully cycle like we need to. I just realized we don't have a draw too, so we're kind of limited in that regard. We don't have one in there yet. I guess we want to hit the triangle archetype then because that has the best chance of cycling it. Oh, do we not have any archetype cards? Oh no, I guess we are like low rolling on generating those, unfortunately. Yeah, we might just not have enough card draw actually with this build. I am very quickly learning. Oh, but unfortunately we drew the brick. That's not fun. We sure got the AP at least. That's going places for us. Shit. Forgot about the passive damage. Oh, but it only counts for attack cards, so... Wait, but Archetype got reset, I think. That's a little unfortunate. Yeah, and not having this upgrade means we're not going to be able to do as much as we need to for drawing and cycling. Now, of course, we can always use something like Nyx to get the value a bit higher. That's our cheat out of this, basically. But I don't think Form Convergence has anything to draw here, so we can't even rely on our on this to do anything for us. So we're just going to try to stack up some triangles to get our buff going again. Try to draw all of our cards and cycle through. Still have approximately infinite AP. I mean, I guess we do have the vulnerable stacking, which is nice. If I'm gonna think of some positive here. This is turn 5, so we're gonna do one more turn of cycling. But yeah, so this is what I was talking about when I mentioned not really worried about the AP generation side of it. Oh, we could have waited until we drew into the her one card that doubles up. My bad. So we have one in the discard so far. We'll go through, stack on some more softies. Oops, clicked out of my window again. And again, until we get a new character, this will be the most optimal team for stacking buffs and all the shenanigans that we are doing. I guess we missed out on one Quantum Seed. And it's only going to draw the archetype card. So, again, for those that don't know, that for Typhera in general, like, this is the most important card to make sure that you keep casting. Just like how cycling these softie stacks is important for Leia because that increases your damage. Event Horizon also isn't capped. It is just pure RNG on what you get for that third ability getting upgraded or not. Again, assuming that you actually get to, well, draw it every turn. Which clearly we are not so lucky in this case. Yeah, I mean, I guess we're just going to set up for the next turn then. Yeah, hand being full, obviously not doing us any favors. Burn the archetype cards while we can. Try to get some amount of Event Horizon to do something for us. We will see where all of our buffs are at after this. So straight split on a 2/2/2. Get a couple more softie stacks here. We have 8 cards, man. So I guess we gotta sit here and try to discard a few things. Again, we have to cycle through just to make sure we draw 5 of her cards. Okay, we did, actually. God dang it, does that ruin the triangle buff again? Okay, so it didn't reset triangle buff this time, or Event Horizon. So, okay, any passive damage at least lets you keep going for the value. And only 1,000 softie here is not really a lot, unfortunately. We'll see if we can get a couple more here to get generated. Try to draw a triangle. Nope. Got heal increase on all of those, which is not great. Trigger the softie again. Double trigger on the softie. Oh, maybe we got one more shot here. Oh, did draw the triangle at least. Yeah, 4,000%'s not a lie. 9,000 at most for 6. Ugh. Yeah, this is even worse than I thought. And again, because it's a lower base, that's the problem here. There's not really a good way to stack up her damage. So we're at 1,100 on softie. Did I? Damn, I already deleted my reference image. So archetype was technically not maxed out. Event Horizon's pretty low. And yeah, we got the other, like, standard buff. So, yeah, that looks like the most that we're going to be able to get out of this, which is not nearly enough. And that's with vulnerable as well for a 9,000% hit here. So, I mean, 26,000, right? And then it immediately goes back into the, hands mode, right? So that's clearly not a great number to work with. No, the Arena Sword would be great in this instance. The Arena Sword is basically, if you don't have 9, the Arena Sword is your best thing to do. Because the Arena Sword has a base 1,000% damage, which is equivalent to 9's Extreme. So that was like 9,000. What did I just say? 9,000? Man, now I gotta do math instead. Alright, hold on. Calculator. Oh wait, we got the decreased cost one, not the... Wait, why is my damage still buffed so high? Hold on. Why is that doing 500 damage? I only have 1 stack of morale. I have the Glory Rain set. Softie should not be boosting it that much. So 18. So that's like what? Doing 2400 per hit? And I forgot to use this, but that's whatever. Okay, so, I mean, look. Yeah, 26,000 is probably a good reference point for her for a single hit. So, like, yes, technically this works for Great Rift. Is it exciting? No, probably not, but it at least works. Oh, yeah, you're right. We would do more damage in the Great Rift itself because we'd be able to line this up. Now, the difference is that we would still have to deal the damage to the hands, so we only get one extra turn to stack our damage and not the 6 that are, I think, 3 that I just did in that example. And yeah, the damage reduction is a good and valid point. Okay, so that means we need to actually finish a Team 1 deck. Where's my Yuki? Yeah, like, the good thing here is you can, like, cheat and use Line of Justice and Executioners. Like, that's really nice, but it's like a 70% crit rate then, right? For that particular attack. So that's cool. How about Nia, Hugo, and Yuki? That would not work at all for side 2, unfortunately. Is Orlea mandatory for this team? Orlea is mandatory for any single hit, heavy hitting team. I covered this extensively in my last video, but it's just like, if it is a multi-hit character, you have to use Narja and Ray. If it is a single hard-hitting character, you have to use Orlea and Typhera, and that is literally just the meta going forward. Yes, there are other substitutions that you could make, but those are de facto the best teams, period, until those supports get replaced. That is just by current design of the game. Yeah, we were trying to do phase 2. Which, again, I'm really bummed out that we don't have a draw 2. I really don't... Like, I personally don't care to use Typhera as a support. And I think that one build we have is, like, good enough, but not getting a draw 2 here does hurt quite a bit. Who can replace Orlea and Beryl in Sport Comp? Nobody. You use a 0 deck character and that's it. There's unfortunately no one. Synergistically, there is nobody in the game currently that replaces Orlea or Typhera or Narja or Ray. Those are like the 4 queens of the game right now. And so, again, it kind of depends on what they do from here for supports, because again, you only have 3 slots on a team. 2 of those slots are always predetermined based on if you have the characters or not. So it's like, at what point are we going to get different supports that either allow a completely different playstyle or power creep one of those 4 characters? And again, for me personally, I did pull for her E1 just to get an extra trigger on this. Or again, getting the extra E2 would be nice for the archetype buffs, but it's been fine. Yeah, like 1 million is usually not the difficult part for Great Rift. Like every season, 1 million seems to be like the like break point, I guess, for like interesting good teams. But like we've done it with 4-star teams in the past as well. It just depends on the gimmick and all that. Not everyone will have an Orlea, so it'll probably make it easy to get vulnerable support. Boy, do I have good news for you. Guess who we already have? Say hello to your free-to-play vulnerable support. And I'm not joking. You may not like it, but this is what peak vulnerable support looks like for a free-to-play player. Now, obviously, there's arena buffs and stuff that you could, you know, shimmy something else together, but for the sake of build and for the sake of something that is going to work in every season going forward, sorry, you got to use Owen. Nia, Cassius, and Renoa. Was it a discard-focused one? Cassius, Nia, Renoa. Or wait, yeah, it's got to be Dirge Bullet, right? I'm assuming it was a Dirge Bullet build. That would make sense. That is a peak season 1 build that will spoiler, will always be good as well. Okay, so what did I say? We gotta like redo a Ray build then for Serenial. So we can actually clear the first half of Great Rift. Who was I gonna use? I don't remember who I was using. I guess it was just Veronica. Wait, why was I not? Oh, because the ballistas. Yeah. I remember now. I remember why that did not work. Ray Narja? Oh wait, no, I don't actually have a Narja build for Serenial either. Yeah, I don't have Selena either. Damn. I don't have the tenacity. I am someone who actually never farmed the tenacity loop during the Haku Great Rift. I guess we have Hugo. Did I finish that Hugo build? Oh, I must have. My poor guy has no buffs, man. I guess we can just do Serenial Hugo Mika, right? Oh wait, we didn't retry that team. Hold on. We never went back to do that team again after the rebuild. Yeah, hold on. Let me let's go back. I guess just in case we clear. Whoop, wrong person. Because I want to at least be able to test this if we do, yep, that is the right one. Or no, because this build didn't have any draw in it either. No, I guess we gotta keep the AP one. Oh, wait. Ah. Oh, I'm so tired of Memory fragment moving, man. Alright, I should have known better. That would not work. We'll just do like a 2 stat stick, I guess. Attack, crit damage. Yeah, attack, crit damage, blank, I guess. Those were all scrapped. Okay, damn. Let me break down some stuff, I guess. Holy shit. Did not realize I've gone through this much already. I feel like we still have a lot to go through here. Hold on. Okay. What does Hugo got for us? Alright, I guess those will be his 2 junk pieces. So these gotta be executioners then. I guess Haru doesn't need it because we've done her stuff. Man, just not enough pieces to go around, I tell you. Oh my god. Alright, I deserve that. I deserve that. That's fine. That's fine. $41 is something. I'm almost done with 300 pulls on the orange token banner. Which characters should I take as a guaranteed? Your options really come down to Veronica or Leia, depending on who you have on your roster. I would recommend just waiting until you absolutely need a character, though. I saved my selector until literally like 3 weeks ago at this point, and I've been playing since launch. So I saved mine until I had all the meta relevant stuff. I think we set all that up right. Did I forget his partner? Boy, howdy, I forgot about that. Every time I forget to do the deluge first, man. Three, 4, 1, 1. I guess we could have used our upgrade fix here as well. Probably would have been better use of the last AP. Man, my boy Hugo just not doing a lot with them doggos. Well, nice first loop there. We have 2. I don't think we've cycled our deck yet, right? No. Don't discard my quick fix, bro. That's rude. Do we have 3 active or 4 active? Now I forget. Okay, well that's unfortunate. We're doing a lot more tenacity damage than that, so loop that, put that here. Because it's about to break anyways. Generate a bunch of extra lasers again. Definitely not going to do enough to kill it, unfortunately. No. Damn. Got one off. Draw the upgrade card because I know there's one left. Oh, I guess there's 2 upgrade cards left. Damn. But then I have to be careful not to over-deal damage on this. Did we still not get the last fixers? Oh god, we still did not get it. Okay. Sure. Surely it doesn't overkill it. Surely it doesn't go like super crazy on crits or nothing. Ah, I was one off. All right. Confirm too much. But it does allow us to get fixers at least. Alright, we have max stacks now. That is going to fill our hand though. Yeah, I mean, the RNG is RNG at the end of the day, right? That's just what we gotta accept. Boy! Alright, we can probably get more in our hand, though, because we have quite a few in our deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is, goes down to 7, back up to 9 again. Oh my god, yeah, I could have, always forget about that. Yeah, 7's probably the best that we're gonna get here. Make sure we use our lasers. We're going to get 2 back again, and then we're going to be trying to draw into this. I went over on the thing, but I'm hoping this pulls some out of the deck so we don't draw into just blank lasers. I don't know if it, like, prioritizes draws or not, but that would be sick. Yeah, unfortunately, it's still not going to be... I mean, I guess that was the best... Oh, we only had the other draw anyways. Yeah, still not going to be enough, unfortunately. Dang. But we can probably cycle back after that. Like, it's not going to be perfect, but... it'll at least let us get to test the second half, probably. Oh, I just realized that ran out. Pull that up. Go back to the beginning. Okay. We're going to start off with some Lightning Dingo stacks. Hopefully I didn't miscount. I don't think we have any of the... No, we don't have any of the main deck either. Oh, there's the draw too, and it gave us double Pale Shooting Star back. Alright, well there is our Plasma Missile, which is nice. Okay, or all go into that hand, I guess. So these are going to come back off the break anyways. Nope, I guess we're one short, but then we can redraw it off of the... Oh, no, we can't. Never mind. All right, well, we'll just go through and try to burn the rest of these then. See what we have left with Lightning Dingoes. I mean, hey, at least we got the AP for it, right? That's counts for something. And then surely this doesn't do 10k damage by itself because we're not hitting for, you know, 2k lasers. Yep, that is a acceptable amount. And nice, we actually get our stacks and able to start with a plasma missile. I don't think we have any lasers left. No, we don't actually. So in this case, we're gonna actually hope to crit. Go up to our full cycle amount. Okay, and now we can do our full damage into the face with the buffs. Oh, I should have done Cobalt Laser. I don't think we're gonna actually have enough to double cycle this. Alright, never mind. Good enough. Alright, so it is enough, it turns out. And then, yeah, I mean, the last bit of damage doesn't really matter. Alright, so yeah, Hugo back at it. And now I have not done phase 2 since like day 1 where I was up for like 18 hours straight, so I don't remember phase 2 at all. Other than you get exactly 1 hit and then you cry. Bro, why did that get a cost increase to 3? Why do you hate me so much? I mean, try to create the AP, I guess. No? Okay. Oh, because I gambled wrong on it. We don't have anything to trigger, so we're just going to try to cycle through for some stuff. I really don't want to waste all 3 AP on just setting that up, man. Yeah, see, the worst thing it could be is Softy, or the Swifty, rather, but I guess we're not cycling our attacks here anyways, so we're fine-ish to do a setup. Yeah, that was terrible. Totally forgot I did Creation and Destruction for her for that setup in particular. Yeah, I don't know how we're going to do enough damage for how long this is going to take to set up. Especially if it's going to keep... Forgot about the AP cost part, man. That is a bit unfortunate. Don't think we have an archetype card yet. Oh, we do actually have 2 of them, so... We don't want to leave those in the deck at all. Gave us extra shield and gave us extra heal. That is not what we wanted for either one of those, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, at this point, we're just kind of hoping that the 0 cost is going to get us there for damage. Because it's taking us way too long to set up to go through our deck. It's not helping. I mean, the Spore we just want to get out of our hand. It's not really doing anything for us that we care about. get rid of that. You know, it's going. We're having a time. I guess we can one for all to save it, but that's not a winning combination. Ugh. God, that feels so bad, man. But I need this to, like, not be bricked for later turns. Like, we're not generating her event horizon here either, which is, of course, very bad for us. All right, well, that's something, at least, for a little bit of extra damage. Yeah, that force suppression really do be painful, though. We are taking a ton of damage this turn, huh? Turns out we are not getting the AP generation stuff that we need. Does draw a card replace itself, I guess. I don't think we have any of the archetypes to even draw off of the convergence. No. Always predict the draw, right? Because I guess it would cycle through. Oh, we died anyways. Never mind. Oh, man. Feels bad. Yeah, I guess the main question is, how do you deal enough to get through the first half of it when he's doing the force suppression as well? Well, I mean, again, like, AP wasn't exactly the real issue there. It was just not dealing enough damage and letting the boss stack up those debuffs. Again, this is what I hate, man. Like, this is why I generally don't do Great Rift every season, is because you have to waste so much time on the first half of just, like, repeating it over and over just to go into the second half and see if something is going to work or not. But yeah, really needed to get better of the 2 cost here. Also, our Typhera build is not ideal, unfortunately. Like, a Repose Veronica would be better than that Typhera build, but then we don't get the damage additive, which is obviously its own problem. I mean, not really. This is, I mean, obviously we shouldn't have the one for all, I guess, is like the one trade-off here. But otherwise, you're not really doing much else with it. All right, let me just loop this again and because I'm curious to know what the actual value number is. Is it better just to do my other build then? No, because I don't have a draw 2. I am stuck not having the draw ability that I need. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I still have to use this one. Alright. We'll just see what the actual damage number is again really quick. I honestly don't have it in me to refarm a whole Typhara deck again, just for the sake of like, oh, look at Yuki do Yuki things. So we'll go through the motions really quickly of just getting her all of her stuff set up. I think we generated one there, right? Extra AP is not really what we wanted there, but sure. Have I tried Renoa in first phase? Nope, my Renoa is level 1. And again, we're just gonna jam this to turn 6 and see where it lands. Have we still not gotten our... We still have not gotten our main. There it is, finally. Is Typhara partner worth pulling for? Assuming the reason that you're using Typhara to begin with is because you love heavy-hitting characters, then absolutely yes. Typhara's partner is definitely one of the better partners we've had in the game so far. This is turn 3. Oh, gosh darn it. It moved the card on me, but oh well, I guess. Alright, we're going to be getting less stacks now, but that is very much on me, it turns out. Pekko is limited, yes. Oh, we're up to like 5,000 now. Or no, we were at 9,000 last time, right? Yeah, so we got a bit more to go here. That was the wrong Swifty to get, my guy. Oh my god. How much memory can you easily do now? It goes up to 180 at this point. And we're just gonna keep cycling. Nope, we got one more in hand, so we gotta cycle even more of these. We gotta save our Nyx for the next turn, though, is like in case we don't draw back into this, or draw into excuse me, Yuki's abilities. We can get rid of the sturdy, draw the extra cards out. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. We're gonna have to cycle a bunch of her stuff with Nyx just to make sure that Flash Slash is getting the most amount of damage. Oh, thank God. We got her double, or her draw activation there. Which means this should be... Nope, we are one draw short. So just for the sake of it, discard the 3. We did get another Will of Light, which will give us another activation. I don't even know if we have archetype triangle maxed out or not yet, but I'm just gonna like keep going through the motions here. Because we have, you know, literally infinite AP at this point. That is giving us 2 buffs to damage, so sure. And we draw into, sure, another triangle. And 1 quantum seed at the very end, but we'll do a softy check. So we were not maxed out for archetype, and our softy is super nerfed because we wasted the big one early. Unfortunate. So literally the same amount of damage, actually, for 9,000 on the flash slash. So yeah. 25 to 30k is what we're looking at. It could definitely be obviously a lot higher, but the base damage is still just too low. It has the same issue that Haru's base anchor has, because on Haru's, right? Cards. Right, so Haru's anchor is worded the same way, where your base modifier, which is what softy is going to impact, is going to have a much lower threshold. So the big difference here is that Anchor Shot and Yuki have, like, you know, 400%, let's just say, by comparison, where if we go to 9, right? If we go to 9 and then, just for example, use Extreme because, oops, why not, right? If we go to Extreme, it has a 1200% base. So you're literally 4x the damage on just the starting point, and then it scales up from there. So I think the Yuki, you know, changes are fine. Like, it's obviously not great, and Great Rift is always going to favor whoever the newest character is at to be considered. But you know, do I think Yuki needs like another buff? No, I think you just accept that Yuki is going to be AoE focused, right? Because Yuki will beat out 9 in damage for Massacre. Like, we've already proven that Yuki and Kalipe can both beat out Massacre damage, because again, Massacre does not loop. That is the biggest downside of this one. Obviously, nobody can touch Extreme. For Ironclad, it is comparable to Kalipe. I proved that out in another video. And then Ambush, I guess, is like, you know, if you really want counterattack stuff, you can do that. So, oh, and then Flash. Flash is just cool because it's a different gimmick, right? So, I think 9 ended in a really interesting spot for the overall roster. Overall, you know, Typhera I still love just because she helps give you big meme numbers, but with how much RNG that she has built into her kit, I think you're just always going to be working against yourself on that end. So, like, again, Orlea and Typhera are always going to be partnered together because they are the best supports at boosting damage like this with a high base value that's not multi-hitting. And so if I could replace one of them in the future, like if we get a third support that is in the same vein of Orlea and Typhera, honestly, you might still remove Typhera first, even, I should say, unless you pulled for Typhera's partner, because I think there is a lot of value in that as well, right? So, partners, the fact that you get the extra damage as well as 6% crit chance for allies, again, when you only have one chance to like make a crit and do the big flashy damage, Tiana is actually, you know, really good for that improvement, because every percentage of crit matters at that point. So, now I'm not going to say anything crazy like go pull. Actually, what even upgrades? Is it just the damage increase? Oh no, I guess you do get a crit increase as well. Yeah, that's pretty insane. Yeah, both of these go up. That is pretty nuts for heavy hitting characters. So, I guess if you're a Giga Whale, yeah, obviously Tiana, and Typhera. I cannot talk today, apparently, man. I am getting sick. If you wail out, obviously, this is just going to be way too good. I think it's fine at E0 as well, or P0, whatever we're going to call it. And then for me, personally, I pulled for her E1 because the RNG baked into her kit. Getting an extra copy on Event Horizon, or getting one more upgrade into Event Horizon, hopefully just gives you more damage boost, but also gives you one more chance to make it AP neutral, which I think is really important. So yeah, honestly, and this might just be me not wanting to deal with the Great Rift in general, but I think I'm happy enough with this deck from a, like, showcase standpoint. I think, unfortunately, we just have to accept that double neutral is probably still going to be best for her. Like, this Flash Slash plus Morale plus Vulnerable plus Ray plus Narja, I guess, is going to be, like, your best Yuki damage output. It's kind of not exciting, but it is what it is. And then obviously, like, this Trickery Strike, because you're enabling multiple inspirations, that's fine. Iceberg Cleave still remains the annoying part of her E1. Yeah, I'm torn as I think about this, though, right? Because, like, is it a buff? Yes. I mean, Yuki very obviously got buffed in a pretty significant way. But at the same time, we have to recognize that Yuki is not meant to be a single target character. So I'm a little torn, right? Especially when we think about characters like 9 who are coming out with Massacre and, where is Hugh? Will we have characters like 9 that have access to both Massacre and Extreme all in one? Like, more so 9 just feels like a, hey, we're sorry about Yuki, let's just make her better in every way with 9. I don't know how they kind of make up for that now, kind of going forward. Like, I guess there would be a little bit of a difference between having multi-hitters and getting boosted by Ray versus, like, 9 obviously getting way more value out of getting boosted by Orlea and stuff, but eh. Yeah, we're in the same, Gitsu, we're in the same kind of line of thought there, so I don't know if I'm going to do, like, a full breakdown rant video on Yuki or... Oh, I probably will, just because I want to get a couple more videos out, but the Haru video has to happen first. Let me look at my handy-dandy planner again. Yeah, again, for those that missed the rant last time, like, where's my... I ended up, like, having to get a planner just because of all the other, like, random stuff going on for either trading card game stuff I'm tracking, or, like, banner stuff, or Enfield 1.1 update, which, by the way, is the 12th. Yeah, I'll probably do, like, two more videos plus a couple shorts, and that's, like, right up until Enfield. Yeah. Like, I need to sit down and do the math. Like, there's probably... Because, again, the biggest thing with Hugh that we have to remember is that her damage does have a ceiling because Massacre does not loop back to itself. So, to go back to this image... Right, so... This was the entire thing that I've been working on in the background for the Haru video that hopefully is going to be out tomorrow if I'm feeling better. And, I recorded some, I recorded some clips for the video. We'll see which ones I end up using. But right, so the whole Haru experiment that we were going for, that we were doing, I really want to do a video, just talking about how retrieve is technically the best keyword in the entire game right now, and the devs are, whenever the devs give us a improved anchor pointer retrieve mechanic in the game, I guarantee you it's going to break the game in the same way that Spores broke the game at the beginning of the season. Because if we take into consideration, and this was just like a example that we are doing for Great Sword Aquila, If we were to do a similar build philosophy like the anchor shot, and if we were to look at the damage comparison between how much damage how much damage 9 can do in a AoE turn versus how much damage a turn 1 Calliope can do, technically, Calliope can out-damage 9's Massacre in a one-turn setup. Now, again, keep in mind is that then every turn beyond that, 9 will do more damage, but this was at least a very interesting, you know, look behind the curtain, so to say, of like, oh, Retrieve is actually super busted. And again, assuming that you get vulnerable on your weapon as well and make this divine and all that stuff. It's pretty neat how this all comes together. So those are the 2 videos that I'm working on in the background. That said, that does put me in an interesting spot that I don't have. I kind of don't have a target in mind now. Like, again, I really don't care about Great Rift, man. Like, maybe I'll come back and do something with this, but I guess we could have tested our Massacre build. Where is my 9? No, I think if we improved on it, we could definitely use Yuki for the second half. It's just her damage peak is just not exciting, right? Like, just use Kairon or just use somebody else. Oh, see, no, this is another build where I just did not have enough draw, though. Yeah, unfortunately, these are not refined enough decks to do what I want to do. Wait, which one is this? Ah, okay, it's the bigger exhaust one. Yeah, I'm gonna be super honest. Like, I am beyond, like, I always forget to do the weekly clear of it, just like I always slack on the, Hyper Basin. Oh, right, somebody was asking me about that. Which I think somebody else already did a video on, so I'm not sure if I even want to waste time trying to put that together, because I think it went on our... We got it on one of these saves. Yeah, here it is. And this save is awful for her. But, like, there's the mythic equipment. I guess we could go for it. Yeah, like, if anything, I really want to I want to keep farming the Haru deck. Which is, funny to say, but... I don't even know how we would set up a, like, proper Justice team, to be honest. I've been meaning to look that up, because it's, like, 5 pieces, right, that you have to actually piece together for it. Oh, I guess we can work on a Selena build. Because I've never built her properly for the Great Rift. Oh, I never did Barrel either, now that I think about it. It's 2 rings, a chest, and 2 weapons. That... Oh, that feels awful. Yeah, and you can't even, like... I'm just trying to think, like, how you stack up the damage to be meaningful as well. And I don't think there's a great answer to that. Actually, wait, we don't even need Selena, right, man? We just need... now I'm curious to know what people have been doing. What is, like, the latest 9 tech? Because I've not looked at the leaderboards either for the right side in a long time. So I'm curious what other people are been building. Oops. Merit. Oh, that's cute. Justice Psionic? Don't even. Can we please free me from the psionic hell, man? But at least we know that it's, at least we know it's psionic now, so we can start farming books. Maybe she can team up with Haru Retrieve. I mean, yeah, it puts us in an awkward spot because, keep in mind, right, Chizuru is a psionic as well. Psionic is just such a weird one, man. Where is my... Oh, I just closed out of it. Oh, did I actually... Hold on. Did I just completely close out of the game? I did. Well, again, something to keep in mind is that Psionic is kind of the wild card when it comes to what they're going to do. Well, I was hoping to bring up the combatant list. Oh, have they all? They've really all been void, huh? So, spoiler, she's gonna do something exhaust, I guess. And I don't think we would get 2 supports in a row, in a row. Yeah, they all generate stuff. Should have been void for the memes. Please don't do that to us. What are we going to take for our guesses? What do y'all think that she's going to do? Is she going to be a support exhaust character, or is she going to generate her own shenanigans? I'm going to take a little screenshot so I can do my little meme. Damn, Grand Blue, Chaos Zero Nightmare, everybody tweeted at the same time, man. Damn. No, puns are very encouraged. But yeah, so again, yeah, exactly, Roland. Like, if we go back to the memory fragments, it is kind of what we expected from the, right? We kind of expected it to be something along this set, so, start farming your heavy-hitting characters, man. I don't know that I have a usable Beast Yearning set yet, but might as well pre-farm this. Let's go look together to see what we got. Oh yeah, I guess I could just use I guess I could just shift over from 9. Hold on. What am I talking about? I don't have to refarm it, do I? Oh my god. Anything but the one I'm trying to pick here. Okay, I guess I need a chalice. Oh, and we probably need a different, we probably need a different 6th slot as well. Nope. That's terrible. That's terrible. That's defense space, so not as, I mean, it might be better for her, but that gets trashed as well. Nope. We have crit dam. Oh, we have like nothing for that slot, I guess. No, I don't expect that Rita will be defense based. I expect that she will be attack focused. But I will make a very safe bet that 4 Beast Yearnings, 2 Executioners will be best. Oh damn. Man. That would have been an interesting one if we actually cared about attack enough. We just got confirmation that Rita is going to be a Psionic Justice character, so I was just looking over what pre-farm stuff I had access to. Okay, well that's just the wrong element completely, so that doesn't work. Ooh. Aww. Probably still good enough chalice. Yeah, I think this is, I will just steal 9's armor set. Like, we need to upgrade some of this, though. It is definitely not ideal. Keep forgetting we have a couple of pieces because we have not gone through our memory fragments in a little bit. Ah, the extra damage sucks. Well, that's probably not really ideal. Probably just go all in on the crit damage 3 instead. The good news is we finished a Yuki deck more or less in one run. The bad news is it still feels pretty bad. I think you're just better off going with her AoE build, all things considered still. Like, it could certainly work for the Great Rift, but you're not feeling the best about it is kind of where I would land it at. Girl, how are you using a critical chance with 0 stats on it? What happened here? Well, I would not... I mean, pre-farm Haru if you want anyways, just because, you know, damage increase will be Justice, and, yeah, that Haru build will probably be fine. But I would expect that Rita is going to be a damage-focused character. Like, I am expecting a heavy-hitting, exhausting character that is somehow different than 9. But I could be completely wrong as well. It feels very weird for them to give us the Beast Yearning set without it being very relative to what she wants to do in her kit. Which, if you're using this type of an ability, you want to be a high base damage character. Or else you would not have this memory fragment set. Or yeah, thank you. Like Kairon would be a good example as well. Some kind of high base damage. That is what we can bank on. Nope. Man. We kind of don't have great artifacts here, if I'm being so real with myself. I guess we have to pre-farm memory fragments next, because we never got enough for 9. And I'm pretty sure I pre-farmed the crystals already, because I was farming Justice. Yeah, we are good on potentials. Oh, we were just in the memory fragments, man. No, I think we are legitimately blah, man. I'm not feeling well. I think we're safe from nerfs at this point. I know everyone's like kind of overreacting to spores. And I get that they should have tested it. That is very much a Smilegate thing. I'm not going to ignore that part of it, but there's a difference between something being strong and something being like legitimately broken in the game when it comes to balance. Is it possible to get season 1 neutral cards on this season? Nope. And so that same thing will happen in the next season. You'll not be able to get any season 2 cards in season 3. They gave us the Rita spoiler like way earlier though than they did for 9. But at least we can pre-farm now. I guess we unironically need to go back and keep farming the Haru deck just in case. I guess we'll do one more Haru run. All right, man, help me out here. Help me out here. All right, let's see what the extra one is. Oh! Oh! All right, whew. Well, I gotta fan my little church pamphlet here, man. Woo! Woo! Let me just pray on this. My friends, we are gathered here today to celebrate this chalice. It is gonna be a most beautiful chalice here today. All order, baby. All crit chance. All crit damage. Let me get an amen on this one, please. All right. Spill water for luck? No. You know what? We'll take it. Obviously, I would have liked the extra... I would have liked the crit chance, but you know what? We'll take it. That's obviously an upgrade. That's a huge upgrade. All things considered. Literally a +0 to a +3. Yeah. I'll take it. That last one that we had, it was absolutely terrible. All right. Doop 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 doo. I hate that damn notification. I mean, it's 52. We go up to 58 because of Typhera. Like, it's fine. We gotta... Oh, there was a... There was one other piece that we got, right? That had crit on it. Okay. I was like, humor me and roll everything crit and I'll forgive it, but that was a waste. All right, what time is it? Yeah, let's do like one Haru run, and then I'm gonna try to sleep early so I'm not dead tomorrow. We're gonna try to do a, we're going back into the Haru mines, I guess, because there is a chance it's gonna overlap for Season 2. Oh my god. So, I guess if you have Haru, I would confirm try working on a Haru save, just in case. Boy, howdy, I hate neglect, though. There you are. My god, I am missing it. All we know right now is that Rita... God, excuse me. Rita is going to be Justice Psionic. I love how I get sick for a week, feel better for 2 days, and now I'm getting sick again. Pain and suffering. But yeah, we did expect her to be Justice Exhaust related, so I guess we could have guessed Psionic, to be fair. All right, straight across, but we want to go to the shop into Arena. So up here, dodge this. I'm gonna dodge all the upgraded ones. Ugh. Yeah, well, we tried. We tried, chat. I tried my best for Yuki. I'll probably do a short for Yuki just talking about the damage, and I really don't feel like dedicating a full video to that. Any guess on Rita's partner? Not at this time. Yeah, I only got time for like one more run, and then I'm gonna try to get some rest so I don't get worse, I guess, at this point. Because I wanna do the Haru video tomorrow. But now that we know that Justice is confirmed, it feels like we should have the Haru deck. The Haru deck is still gonna be good in the next Great Rift. Can Rita play with Typhera? I would make the very safe assumption that Typhera is going to work with Rita, yes. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, right? Haru finally got like her showcase this season, so I'm sure there's a world where Yuki gets hers in the future too. Again, like, we know that Yuki's damage is going to outscale 9's in the right scenario. So, like, it's there. We just need a game mode that, like, lets us showcase that Yuki can actually do very respectable numbers. Don't overdo it. I'm trying like hell, but there is a lot that I want to get done, and I kind of already missed out on this season because I was sick, plus working the event. So if I'm being honest, I just feel guilty that I have not been able to do as many videos as I want to do for this patch in particular. I have fallen off, as the kids say, right? Is Yuki E1 that worth? Not really. Yes, it is a damage increase technically, but it's just a it's called a annoyance remover is what I would say, and you want to copy other cards, not Iceberg Slash, assuming that you get like full divines and stuff. So it's like the E1 for Yuki doesn't even really do what you want it to do for her kit. Yeah, I can agree with that as well. I think Haru and Yuki are just like early characters that didn't get quite the love from like a design perspective, because honestly the devs were still figuring things out, right? I think we can all agree on that side of it. So the thing about Haru is that if you're using her new retrieve build, you want to do the 2-2-2 split with attack crit damage, and then whatever you want for the last one. But if you're using a more traditional Haru, where you have a proper 2-cost anchor shot that you're looping, you want to use Line of Justice instead. But if you don't have Narja, the best Haru build is still the combo anchor variant, which makes you want to use the other or the Line of Justice memory fragment set. But yeah, we really need more men for the banners. That's the other thing I want to say really quickly. But yeah, it'd be really nice if I could get like a better Haru deck for the video tomorrow. But again, the plan for the video tomorrow is going to be more like an educational talk track sort of thing. So I have no idea how well that's going to go over and how much people care about like theory crafting and future builds and stuff. But I wanted to do it anyways, and also I haven't done a video in like a week. So again, partially just needing to do another video. All right, do I have anchor shot in? Oh, I guess it did. I appreciate it. Like I said, my struggle this season has been the views have just fallen off super hard compared to 9. So I don't know if that's season fatigue. I don't know if that's people just not as interested in the content. Whatever it might be. I'm hoping some of the views pop back up for Rita. Yeah, if you haven't if you haven't had a chance to really build out, if you're like a newer player, I would just recommend farming the Line of Justice set because you can use it on both Haru and 9. But if you're doing like the extreme version of 9, you are going to want the Beast set for the increased damage amount. Just to try to push the damage even further. Yeah, for me personally, I have just never liked Great Rift. I really want to just like showcase different deck ideas and stuff, but Great Rift I just can't get behind. Also, I totally forgot we're supposed to be going for the arena buff. I don't know if I just went the wrong way or not. No, we're going the right way. It's fine. Yeah, I mean, the Forbidden cards definitely felt better in general, in my opinion. Like I said, who knows? Maybe we're gonna... Maybe we'll just go all in on Mongol Stardive and be a Mongol Stardive creator and all that stuff, right? I don't know. I don't even know what, like, the next upcoming gacha is, if I'm being super honest off the top of my head. The only reason why I mentioned Stardive is because somebody brought it up in chat yesterday. I am still holding out for Limit Zero Breakers, man, but they just refuse to announce anything about the game. Yeah, I would love to see like season 1 and 2 both like smashed together for a season, because I like them both individually, but like having only Godhammers feels a little bit bad. Do we have anything worth re-rolling yet? No. Heck. Have I completed the Judgment card quest yet? No, I haven't, unfortunately, and I don't think I'm gonna have time to farm a deck that is gonna be good for that, unfortunately. Or wait, we need take our rest just to be safe. And again, I apologize that I kind of got screwed up this season, or this patch in particular, just because I had to go work the event and then I got sick, so... I am just way behind where I would normally be in farming CZN stuff. And then Enfield 1.1 update is on Thursday, so I gotta try to finish some TCG stuff before then. So we will see how much I can realistically get done before I gotta drop a couple of TCG videos as well. Did that not give me another... Rude? Hey, Nidoson, welcome to the stream. If I sound off, it's just because I'm a little bit sick, so I apologize in advance. Come on, give me a shield blast, man. Thank you. But yeah, we are very lucky that we got the Yuki build done in one run tonight, and then we realized just how awful it is, so I will probably turn it into a short and then promptly ignore building that deck. Damn, triple shield blast coming out of that, man? Damn, bro. I would love to have this build come together. Look, some people want to believe in Yuki still, all right? You got to do it for the people. I can at least say that I've done my due diligence. But again, I think because of Massacre, it just puts us in a weird spot. Like, I think the devs should actually just, like, triple down on Yuki's AoE spam and then just let the single target be what it is. Because Massacre being capped is a huge nerf to 9 damage-wise. Even if it does have a higher starting base. We'll probably get 2 removal events in the second half, actually. Man, so close. So close yet so far. No, I guess we got everything, right? And we're obviously not going to take RFS over the Cthulhu gun, so... Oh, we still have one more meditation chance, actually. Yeah, again, I will say I do appreciate the changes for Season 2 in terms of just letting it be a lot easier to build decks. So, for me, the biggest part is the devs are making improvements season over season. Or even, like, patch to patch, right? So, I am still very curious to see what these guys cook up long-term. That said, again, as someone who personally does not like doing Great Rift content and just looping Great Rift for like 10 hours on end sort of thing, like I have like a 1 week window when a patch drops where I like playing Chaos Zero Nightmare and farming decks and seeing all the new stuff, and then I get bored very, very quickly. So I want to find a second game that I can put on the channel that I enjoy, and I don't know what that's going to be yet. We're gonna try the Enfield and we'll see how those videos do once the 1.1 update drops, but I am very much on the hunt, excuse me, for a second game to cover. Yeah, the roadmap looks great. Like, I don't have any realistic complaints on that end either. Really? Still not enough damage? Ah, whatever. I was gonna say just crit, and then we don't crit anyways. I tried to get into Warframe at one point, and I'm just like, my brain too smooth right now. Oh my god. Ah, fuck. That's what I forgot. I wanted to do the, I have not done the God Divine Challenges things. I forget what it's called. I might do that next week then. For the couple streams before Enfield, I think I might just do God Challenge runs next week. For the life of me, I do not remember what they're called. I mean, always attack weakness is funny. But no. That is not what we want here. We need double removal. I'm on God, man. Just delete lift anchor as well. Like, a one-time increase is not... Get rid of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Does not do enough. I guess we'll do our copy event and see if we can get the anchor pointers. We're just gonna finish this run to finish the run. I totally didn't see that I had Fighting Spirit in my hand. My bad. Divine Interventions, thank you. Isn't Lift Anchor a good choice for copy? If you are doing the one-hit Haru build, yes. We are trying to do, trying to fix, I guess I should say, the Retrieve Anchor Haru build where you cast 16 anchors in a turn. Or you do 16 anchor shot attacks in a single turn. If you were to use Flash on an anchor shot, does it just let you swap the base card version without messing with the Divine, or is it like Meditation? As long as the Divine can go onto the new Epiphany, it carries over. So if you're trying to use one of your Flashes for this style of build, you just want a Divine that has the vulnerable, the 2 vulnerable on it, and then you can fix the base version. But unfortunately, I only have a single Flash left that I'm saving for Rita. So I could really use the devs helping us out and giving us more of those. But yeah, Lift Anchor, if you're using like the one-hit build, is actually really insane. Do we have the upgrade in our... No. I should have used this earlier. Yeah, they're a bit scarce for now, but keep in mind that we will get a way to farm them in the future. How do you get this new thing to re-epiphany? Re-epiphany. I don't know what you mean, sorry. Unless you mean the meditate. Sure, man. Make Haru a self-sustained healer, I guess. Yes, you have to upgrade your Zero system. Might as well do the next. Yeah, we can do a meditation here and do a meditation here. We do need a removal event, though, so we still want to be looking for the question marks. We're going to go this way because if we get to this spot, we'll be able to know if we have to do double removal or not. Been farming Haru a long time. I just can't get the anchor shot I want. Trust me, I feel you on that one. Yeah, if you remind me, I'll go through the Zero system upgrade at the end. Okay, it's a lucky start for us. I cannot complain about that. Nope. More money, please, and thank you. I'll go on my way, Mr. Spooky Man. Or no, we have Massacre, not Ironclad. Never mind. I am not dealing with the Gatekeeper. Oops, wrong button there. All right, a little unfortunate with the pickups there. Oh, I just realized we have two different people very close to breakdowns. Yeah, that's not, this is a bit stressful now, looking at our hand and whatnot. Don't really have a way to cycle damage. Alright, that at least goes to the next phase. Keeping a basic card for Godhammer's Gamble, is it worth it? No, I would always value removing the basic card over taking the God's Hammer, because the God's Hammer is just 2 RNG baked in. Oh, that's not good. When does it become worth restarting the run if Cthulhu doesn't spawn? Never. Cthulhu is way too random. Like, you are... No. Like, you're better off chasing Divines than chasing Cthulhu. That's just way too many layers of RNG baked in. All right, Haru, I need you to snap back here, please. Oh, please don't tell me we're gonna go double negative. Oh, thank God. Person on top one, I just started deleting his Teferi deck. Yeah, I know that's the tech that people were doing like last season, so. People take that, Or wait, isn't Aki, still top 1 in Asia server? There was like a bug abuse, which is why they deleted their save data. If it's the person I'm thinking of. I didn't read fully into it, but there was some bug abuse that people were using in the Great Rift for sand resetting. But again, I'm not someone who really deals with Great Rift, so I'm not as plugged into that meta. I am much more of a theory crafting and enjoy making builds person. We are playing Chaos Zero Nightmare. It is a Slay the Spire inspired gacha. Holy shit, that is a good hit as well for us. Not a problem. Hope you have a great day. Sorry that I sound not so great because I'm sick. Oh, man. We're probably, like, putting way too much effort in trying to re-roll this, but... your boy wants to believe. Oh, man. I really gotta hope we find a double removal event, man. Oh, shit. Was that the last shop? I just forgot. No. Okay, there's one more shop. We're good. And then we want to go to the elite and then go up. All right. Unfortunately, I think this run is cooked once more, but we can at least say that we gave it the old college try. If you aren't endlessly farming builds or even playing CZN, that is so very true. I did play Slay the Spire. I don't have any plans to play Slay the Spire 2 because I just do not have time, unfortunately. I am so far behind in all the CZN content I wanted to do, and I just have to accept that I'm not going to do all the videos I want to do for this patch cycle, but I I unfortunately just don't have time for video games, believe it or not, other than, obviously, this. But that is the struggle of someone who works full-time and tries to do content on the side. Am I gonna die here? Okay, never mind, we lived. Damn, both anchor shots independently rolled the correct thing. That's kind of insane. Shout out to that. Yeah, let's just heal up here all we can. The rerolls only pay off if we get the vulnerable divine. Otherwise, this whole run is for nothing still, unfortunately. We still have to get lucky at one of the shops at the end. Man, are people really trying to sling whatnot streams now? That's annoying. I do not need your overpriced card packs, please and thank you. I said over and then up after the elite. Lou? Do we have everything epiphanied? Yeah, we're good. We have all that stuff. I guess it doesn't really matter here. Do I have any videos about remanifesting gold card? No, but I'm more than happy to answer questions on it. It's pretty much like, you know, if it doesn't immediately make your build insane after using it, just save it. It's kind of my mentality around them. I burned a bunch for a video, and I kind of regret it, but at the same time, I was just not having good RNG farming the build I needed, and I wanted to do the video, so I kind of had to use mine early. I do think the best time to use them in general is like when that one card change is gonna like bring your entire build together. Otherwise, legit just save them. Do we have a heal? We don't have a heal. We have such great Haru equipment as well, and just not able to get the divine, man. Yes, it lets you choose the standard upgrades for your epiphanies. No, we already have all our divines, right? I already said. Yeah, the divine would go on somebody else, which is what we don't want. Stress doesn't matter, so we'll just take some more money here to try to get our meditations and stuff paid for. 700 credits is a good amount, so unfortunately this means that we do have to use a removal here because we just can't gamble on, you know, what's left. Nothing else we really want to buy here. Like, I like this setup personally. You get like a bunch of sustain built in, and then obviously the gun's the best thing that we can get for Haru. So the rest of that's fine. This is probably the last meditation that we can do. No, man, we're still not gonna get it. We really should increase tenacity damage, divine options. I always get that one, it's annoying. Yeah, like, tenacity versus attack weakness, right, are some interesting ones to have to pick and choose from. This guy hates me for real. Do we? Oh, we don't have enough points. Oops. Yeah, coordinated attack is funny, but like the damage value is just not there. Should have healed first, but whatever. As you may suspect, I'm kind of mentally already done with this run. We can deal with the curse. Oh, you just saw the Rita? Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes it do be like that. Again, I'll wait until we get our actual kit reveals and all that stuff, but I'm just happy we're getting another Justice character, at least. Like, they could have made her Void, right? Could have been worse. Oh, that's an awkward hand. Well, we haven't had Justice character since Haru is more about it. Haru and Beryl are what we have so far. Man, I don't think we're gonna get our 4th copy event, or we're gonna get our anchors. Terrible day. Oh yeah, and Magna. Thank you. Jeez. This guy refuses to die because we keep discarding all of our heavy hitting attacks, man. Man, it'd be so funny if I randomly died to this guy, huh? Bro, you gotta be shitting me. But yeah, more importantly, I just meant since launch, like new elements. Which has only been Haru. No, we're dead. I have not failed a run in a very long time. Oh, that is, man. That's why I don't play with a neglect modifier. Damn. I mean, obviously, we still needed a lot to go right there towards the end to let that build be anything meaningful, but it still feels really bad to have it go that way. Yeah, we're just gonna cycle through these really quickly. Because I'm gonna forget to delete these otherwise. While they're blank accounts and all that stuff. Jesus, that's a 19 to delete. Gross. Oops, wrong one. Hold on. Gotta be this one, I think. Is that gonna actually pull it up? There we go. So, again, thank you everybody for who's been here for the duration of the stream. Again, we just not feeling the best. So, on that note, I am gonna just kind of wrap things up here. The one thing I will say is I'm still gonna try to do the Haru video tomorrow and just do like the more theory crafting build. We were able to. Oh yes, thank you, Six, for reminding me. We were able to finish the. Where is it? Nope, not that one. We were able to finish the Yuki deck, which was at least interesting, but unfortunately just does not do enough damage compared to other options out there. I think going for like the double neutral style for the Flash Slash is going to be your best bet. Pair her with Ray. And I think that's fine, but I don't think that this is good enough for what the devs were trying to promote. The other new epiphanies I think are pretty sick, but otherwise just don't do enough. So there was a question earlier, though, about the last thing is the zero system. So if you go to the zero system and if you go to the upgrading one, which is the second option, you're going to have these 3 different modes. And a little bit of a cheating thing to note here is that what you want to do when you're going through these, do them one at a time. Unlock every single one of these, reset all, go to the next one, because you get a full refund each time. Go through, reset all of these, hit reset again, go through, unlock all of these, and then hit reset one more time. That way, you'll have all 3 nodes completely unlocked, and then you can go through and pick and choose the best ones from each, which, and I forget which one it is, so... No, that's the buff, that's defense, that's health. That's Divine Epiphany. Nope, not that one. Battle area. This is the copy a character one. There you go. Thank you. There's meditation. So in the second one, the final upgrade is the meditation option, which gives you the reroll chance. So if you are a newer player or if you just haven't had a chance to go through and do the upgrade unlock trick that I just mentioned, I very strongly recommend getting the third option, or sorry, the last option here, and then getting the first option for this one, because this also gives you the 3 options at the start of the run to give you the best starting chance, which is nice. Those are like the 2 that I would personally recommend picking up, just to make your runs a little bit better. And then from there, obviously, like getting your attack buffs and health buffs and stuff are quite nice otherwise. And then one last time, just to go back to it. For those that missed it, this is the Haru video topic that I was talking about, which is just going through and talking about Retrieve, why this is good, how Kalipe can deal more damage than 9, and then just going through and talking with the other Retrieve options that we have currently in the game, and, you know, what it means that we might get for future characters, right, is kind of the big thing of how the devs might make this kind of insane if we get a retrieve option like Anchor Pointer to give retrieve to our main card. So look forward to that. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel to stay up to date on all the latest Chaos Zero Nightmare videos. Again, next week we will be doing Enfield 1.1 update, so I will stream that for a few days before diving right back into CZN for the Rita banner, which we'll do our normal like 3 a.m. stream and all that stuff. So as always, my friends, make sure to take care of yourself, stay hydrated, and we will see you during the next stream. See ya.